Hello and welcome to part 201 of the Coding the Game Engine live stream. This is part 1 of Abstracting Delta Time. So, I did mention in the previous live stream that I wasn't 100% sure what I even meant by that. Now that I'm looking back at the note on the to do list for Abstracting Delta Time, I got kind of an idea, but I don't know if it even needs to be done. I know there's ideas and features that have been added that either didn't need to be added or had already been done or duplicated because as thoughts were coming into my head, I just whacked them on there. So we'll see. Possibility. Now there's a bit more information on the to-do.md file, so I'll check that out. Okay, it was finding it difficult to stream, so I've just okay, abstract DT into game data struct in the game.hpp only for zonal classes, not states. States still get DT. Okay. See what we mean. So let's open up the game HPP. So I said abstract DT. I'm going to copy this into a Sublime instance and move it onto my other screen. Just so I can actually see it. Abstract DT into game data struct, which is this. Actually, now DT here is 1 divided by 60, so that's 0.1666. No, 0.01666. But then we do pass in, what do we actually pass in here? When we get active state, we pass in interpolation. So the interpolation that I'm saying, abstract out into it. This is just a constant. If I put float, I'm sure that's what interpolation is. Float. Interpolation. That still work. Let's have a look. That's it. Only for zonal classes, not state. I kind of understand what I mean by that. States still get DT. Do you understand what I mean by that? So that works. A-okay. And now that means if let's say I go on to audio item, does that have an instance of data? Does not. Not the best one to try then. Button definitely has an instance of it. See, I'm using it all over the place here. Yeah. So for now, I'll leave DT as it is, and then I just... It just means I have access to DT. So I don't need it per se anymore. Okay. So... Okay, yeah, no. I think... Could... HTML Mason says, hi, do you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? I do indeed. Do you have a question? The Sonar classes... Still use the DT, but not from the data, but they're there if we need it. So we'd have to pass it around. That stuff can be just changed as, you know, over time. So what I'm going to do, I'm literally put a future thing here. Future. And I'm going to put... abstract DT into game data structure. I've already done. Use DT from underscore data in Sonar classes. Maybe even in state classes. I don't want to call it interpolation. I want to call it DT, to be fair. DT. So let me just rename this. Okay, so I'll call it fixed frame rate. Okay, so that's that done, and I'll change this to DT. Give it a build, make sure it's still okay. Okay, set background color of clear method. Okay, I know it's something to do with this. There's a background color here, and background color. What if I was to do color red? If that works and that prints out red. Ooh, that's just a VC142 error. You can ignore that. set background color clear method. I'm trying to think what I even meant by that, because it works as is. I'm trying to think, did I actually mean have a setter for it? Must have it as a default. Engine definitions. Hash define default underscore background underscore clear underscore color. I'm gonna put color white. Copy that and whack that in here. Default background properties. It takes a while. Let me do this, see what happens. Nah, still does. Let me try something. So if I go in splash state and I say right at the start, I'll say underscore data dot background color equals color blue. As long as that works like that, then I don't really see any need to do anything else. See if it does. If it's blue, then we can just move on to, I think, the points of the screen. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we can get rid of this. I mean, clearly there wasn't even a need for that. This one here. Get points to screen, return as GLM vec2. Okay, that one should be a pretty easy one. And that'll probably be in window. Window. Okay, so let me create a method and you'll have a return type of GLM vec2. And you'll call, say, get. What did I call it? A get point on screen. And it will have a const. I'm going to do an enum here. Points on the screen slash window enum points. points, and we'll say center equals 0, top left, and we'll just go clockwise from there. Top right, bottom right, bottom left. I'm thinking sure I did these, and these as well. What would they called? Would be called? Now I won't do them. These will be fine. And this is what it's gonna take, either const points, a reference to this, a const reference point equals by default. By default, we're not gonna get anything. Get point on screen. And we'll also put const bool is window, and is return type and parameters. And this will be point. This will be is window true, check gets the point of the window, false gets the point of the screen, which points coordinates to get, turns the window slash screen points. It's gonna be a const. Okay, so we'll say if is window, and then we'll do a switch on point, and first case will be points center break. Okay, so for this, see what we can get. We can get underscore window dot get size okay, so we're gonna do a return of a glm vec2 so top left, top right, bottom right, bottom left. Okay, so top left is, I think 0, 0, wouldn't it be? Let me just read, double check the SFML coordinate system. Pretty sure positive X goes right, positive down goes, positive Y goes down. Positive, negative. Okay, positive, local. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I thought it is. 0, 0. Top right is 0 in Y. And for this top, this right, it's the full X. This bottom right, still the full X, but it's the full Y as well. It's the full Y bottom left, but it's 0 on the X. Okay, so what we'll do is the exact same thing. Now in the else branch, get rid of that, get rid of that, and this is messed up. How do I sort this out again? Okay, so that's sorted. I'm gonna put center at the end. And I'll put a default. Always good to have a default, I'd say. That'll be center. Default. That's for the window. For the screen, it's gonna be a bit different. I don't get the screen size. That's getting a stored one. Let me have a look. Tito says, hello, I'm new here. What's the series about? What are you targeting with this engine? So just Windows at the moment. It probably won't take too much to adapt it to Mac. Initially was on Mac. There's a few Windows depend on libraries, but it wouldn't be crazy to get it working with Mac. I'm gonna look at Android and iOS. Probably won't. I mean, as it is right now, probably won't bother with it. It is on the to-do list, but I'll probably end up skipping that. That'll be a future thing. Right now, just to make it easier for me, and then I'll probably whack them on Steam. And I've never published games on Steam before. Yeah, series is about code. The series is about coding a game engine, Empire Expert. But yeah, I've never put anything on Steam before. Or what's that other? website platform we can share games. Share games online. Is it IndieDB? No. It's not what I'm thinking of. Platforms like Steam to publish games online. Itch.io. So I know Itch. Can have a look at Greenman Gaming. I mean, all of them really. Good old games. Itch.io submit game. As long as I can submit an exe any asset files with it, I should be all good. So yeah, obviously this is just the embedded one. I just want to be able to do the one that you can download. I think you can just host it then. That's what they're putting zip on there. First, like game so which will be clones, I'll just give away as free. Even the other ones I might give free or paid, I'm not too sure. And you'll always just have access to the source code so you can build it yourself anyway. Okay, I'll leave that as is. I'll continue with this. Oh yeah, I was going to Google SFML get screen size. Man, I guess that's literally it. That's the height. So we'll put that here. We need to change that in a second for the width instead. Okay, so let me actually try and use this now. Get a point on screen. I'll try and use it. Splash date. Let's do SPD log info. duplicate these and do for the screen now. And testing, then we're all done with this. I'm confident that this will work. Let's give it a run. Ooh, it doesn't work. Don't know what that's moaning about. Let me comment this out, see if that still works. If it doesn't, it's something to do with this. Okay, so it looks like it's something to do with this. Oh yeah, because it's a dot x. Ah, so annoying. SPD log format string. How do you format it again? Can't remember how to do it now. See if I've done it anywhere else immediately. Nope. I'll put std cout. Dot x dot y for a endl. Let's give this a run, see what we get. Okay. So once that loads up, I'll close the window because I'll just be actually it won't be looping yet. Okay, so center 640 by 360, 1280 by 720, yes. Top left 0 0. Top right 1280 by 0. Top bottom right 1280 by 720. Bottom left 0 by 720. And this is 2560 by 14. Oh, no. There's two lots of these. I'm going to change these to false as well. can't say it's high because it looks half the size of what it should be because it was relative to the window. Okay. So center, 26 by 40, top left, 0, 0. Top right to 2560 by 0, 26 by 1440. Yeah, that's all done. I'm happy with that, so I can delete all that then. This to do is definitely clearing up pretty nicely now. Grid next time, and then it's the physics system. Looking into the physics. That's literally it. So let me build it, and then I'll give it a commit. I'm gonna have to delete that big file before I can commit it though. I mean, these I can delete because clearly no longer need. Same with the sys info. Same with this. I see down the title, I wasn't specific enough. I'm talking about rendering strategies that define the looks of the game. Is he going for voxels, physically based rendering, cartoonish shades, that sort of stuff? Neither. It's literally just, I mean, call it bare bones. It's just whatever you want. It is because it's built on top of SFML, so it's just rendering shapes. It's rendering sprites, and they have no style to them. It's the style is whatever we set. So if we want to create a pixel game, a game that's very pixelated, we'll need pixel artwork, and it'll need to be coded like that. Might add like a themey system like that in the future, because I do just sleep. But right now, just leaving it as is. SGE, let's commit this. So what do we do today? Screen slash window anchor points. That's the main thing. And the grid will be next time. I can't see that taking too long. There might even be a plugin for it. Like somebody else has done something, I'll just whack that library in. And then it'll be physics. Okay, so that is it. And I'm going to wrap up now. So I want to thank everyone for watching. We'll be doing another live stream tomorrow where we'll be doing the grid. Hopefully, should be able to get that done in the one and actually start on physics. See how the physics stuff goes. That might be enough. That might be, I said part one technically. And that might be another meaty one that takes multiple days. May not, but I think it will. And then I think that's gonna be one of the last meaty one. I got stuff like ray tracing and AI on in there. I don't know if I'm even gonna be implementing that sort of stuff. It's more just okay. I added it to the list. See how we go. The AI might not even come until we start making a game. Because I know that some of the features will be in there. Just really, it'll be difficult to implement them before we make a game, and then we'll implement them maybe as a separate plugin thing or as part of the core engine. But yeah, so really close to being able to develop now. Actually, right now we can make games with it based on just the features. Whether or not the features work or work well, we don't know yet fully. But in terms of being able to make it from a feature point of view, it's there. There's just a few things I want to wrap up, and then hopefully in March sometime we should be making games with it. And the first one will be just be a simple Pong, and then we'll go. I was gonna make a bunch of other like Brick Breaker and Pac-Man and a bunch of other clones, but I'm gonna after Pong probably dive right into making our own game. First own game will probably be some sort of something high score based, and then something maybe level based, or that world builder that I wanted to do, that city builder with like a realistic stock simulator in there as well. So yeah, that should be coming soon. Exciting stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.